if I've got 500 companies that have been through this like 31 dimension analysis, is there a place where I can go and look at their scores on all those different dimensions? And are there sort of rates of like, because obviously nobody's been able to drive all the unwanted behavior to zero, right? So are there explicit thresholds that you have to stay below on a particular test? Also, is there like a red teaming component to this? Because one worry that people would have, I think, if the standards became too well known, would be that they'd become like very easy to game, right? And then you could sort of like say, oh yeah, well we could definitely hit that, stay under those thresholds. That doesn't necessarily mean your AI is like broadly going to be well behaved or under control. So how are they dealing with the, on the one hand you might want transparency, on the other hand you might want to have some tests that are not disclosed or that are more dynamic because you don't want people to overly game those finite test sets.
No, that's a good point. So first of all, the list of models that are being registered has a publicly available database, so people can check it out. And then in terms of the threshold, there is specific numerical targets. For example, there is a set of questions that the model would have to be queried, and then at least 96% of the time, the output should be considered acceptable by the authorities.
96.
And then there's also 96%, yeah. And then there is also a red teaming component where, apart from internal testing by the companies, companies would also need to create text accounts for the cyberspace authorities in their local provinces, basically granting them access to test the model pre-deployment. And so the process could involve multiple rounds of feedback, renewed fine-tuning, and then conversation until the regulators are satisfied with how the model behaves.